can talk about this all day. Hi friends, welcome to another episode of Just Saying Rants. Look, for real though, first I want to say, because I just recorded a video, it'll go up this week, which is last week to you guys, because I'm posting this video next week. But 8 times out of 10 when I do a makeup look, I'm not going nowhere. I just be recording stuff to look cute. But I feel like this topic has been on my mind for like weeks now, and over the course of a couple of days, like, I've been getting feedback on other people's perspective of certain things, and I just think it's a very necessary conversation to have. So look, it's a Just Saying Rants video. I'm not trying to make this too long, but you're too good at everything. But there's two separate stanzas or parts to this conversation. One being you're too good at everything, and the other one being on the topic of like doubt. People in my life have relayed to me having a conversation with them, and the first one was one of my friends said, I'm tired of trying to prove that I can do what I do. He didn't say do what I do, he said what he does, but like put yourself in that context, like fill in the blank. Then my other friend was like, I don't know if this is what I want to do. Mind you, this person has been in school for this specific thing for 5 years and still doesn't know what they want to do. So that goes to another thing that I forgot, Gary on Instagram, he was saying like the idea of like figure it out is not actually like your parents tell you to figure it out, but what is there to figure out? And I thought that was a really good conversation in itself, but that's not today's conversation. I wanted to go on really on my point of view, my trajectory of where I'm at right now. So I listened to a video from Eric Thomas, hip-hop preacher, and he had said, you're a jack of all trades and a master to none. So that right there sat with me. And the reason being, if you know my backstory and everything of how I came to get to this place right now, being in the UK studying fashion designing, about to get my degree in December, 2 more months and I get a bachelor's degree. I always knew that I wanted to do something in the creative field, but as he was saying, a jack of all trades, like I've had a lot of people tell me that I'm a jack of all trades, and I love to sing, I love to sew, like design, draw. I don't even know where this conversation is going. But doing YouTube as well, like that's another thing that I'm doing that's taking me away from focusing on what I'm supposed to be mastering, which is the design process of everything. I have an issue trying to dim down my other talents, for the one. I have an issue with that. I mean, I don't necessarily think that's gonna stunt me in becoming successful, because I know that I'm working on each thing individually while also having them collectively come together. To me, they all relate. They all relate in some way. It's a sense of like artistry that I'm building. They're helping me become better at what I do. And I don't know if design per se is the one that I'm supposed to master, if that makes sense. Like, why can't I master all of them? Do you know what the trade or the trade that you're supposed to master is? Do you know what that is? Because if you asked me that right now, I would tell you I don't know. Like, you can look on my YouTube channel and definitely figure like she's not sticking to just one thing. Like, I do a bunch of other things on my YouTube channel, but they're all creatively related. I get what Dr. Eric Thomas is saying, in the point of being like successful. You have to master this one thing. So if somebody ever comes to you with like the topic of what you're like, for me, design. If somebody ever comes to you with the topic of how to do this in design, like I should be able to tell you that because I studied design so strategically and I know the ins and outs of everything. But I'm so like my attention is divided into to writing poetry and to singing. Music interests me, like the writing and the music that makes you think about what you're writing, like the metaphors and all of that. That's what goes into my like poetry. But that's that one thing. Like if you guys have a little snippet on that, then please go ahead and put it in the comments. I just think I understand what he's saying, but like, why can't I do it all? That's where my like discrepancy is. And I'm still young, but it's better to start at a young age, like understanding where you're going, what you're trying to focus on, and all of that. And then my next portion to this conversation is like doubt. Am I not focusing on that one thing because I'm doubting that I will be successful in that one thing? And that goes to a whole nother deeper level at it, because some people can say like, no, if you master that trade, why would you ever want to doubt that you're good at that trade? You've been mastering and studying and all of the other stuff. Like, I mean, everybody has their own opinions to everything. I just, is the doubt the reason that we're not doing it? And then I think that goes again with the quotes that I spit out earlier in the video, is like not knowing what you want to do after you've been in college. You're in your postgraduate 5 years of school and you've been focusing on mastering this specific trade, but you don't know if you want to do it anymore. And does that go into the thing of doubt? Like, am I splitting up my thought process for everything because I don't have the connects I'm going to need in the industry to be successful? I can talk about this all day. Okay, so my last point that I want to make about like the doubt thing and how it kind of meshes with what you're supposed to be mastering or the thing that you're really passionate about doing. I'm passionate about so many things, and the things that I'm passionate about, I'll put it out there for other people to see. Like, I'm passionate about this thing too. Like, I love making YouTube videos, and here I'm gonna insert a clip for you guys of what I mean by like, you want to do something. Like, roll it. I just wanted to show you guys that I rigged up my camera. Like, this is a prime example of what I mean by, if you want it, get it. Don't let nothing stop you. I broke my tripod, so I rigged it to the dang cabinetry with a scarf. Like, when you want something, you gonna go for it. This is what I mean. And so, I'm sitting here looking at it right now. Like, when you're that dedicated to something, like, can't nobody tell you anything, so why can't I be going back to the first point, why can't I be dedicated to everything that I'm doing? Like, design, I'm pretty dedicated there, pretty motivated. I done started curating different things for my own brand. Musically, I love to sing, but I'm not over here studying like notes on how my voice goes or whatever. I just think that's a gift from God. Like, I just listen to music over and over, so really that's not like something I'm passionate about. I just love music. Okay, so we're gonna swipe that one out the way. But writing, for me, like writing poetry, is a whole nother different thing. Like, and I feel like a way of building my brand, my fashion design brand, also goes hand in hand with my poetry. Like, how I felt when I made this collection is how I felt when I wrote this part of my poetry. Like, my life is a story in itself, bro. This gets so freaking deep. It gets too deep to even, like, this one video won't even explain it. What's the argument? What's the argument? The argument here is, or do you think that mastering one trade versus trying to master them all, or being the jack of all trades, affects you and your success rate And the other part of the question is, do you think that doubt is the reason that we choose not to master one trade? Alright guys, you got your hands full. I just think this conversation goes so many ways. So yeah, go ahead down below, comment them, spam them up. I want to see what you guys are saying. I'm gonna reply. Share this video, subscribe, because there's many more I'm just saying rants where you're coming from. I just thought this was a very important video to go ahead and put up. Thank you. Bye.